Morning everybody. It is Saturday the 1st of September, so I thought I'd put a jump on. I have a feeling I'll have a fair bit to say today because I've not been on for a little while. I've not done much videoing through August, and every time I've thought, oh, I'll pop on and show this, I'm like, well, hang on, because you're going to vlog every day in September, so wait. It's 8:45 in the morning, so hence the face is washed, but I've not really done my hair or anything. I've not done makeup all week because I've been off work with the kids, so I've not really been going anywhere or doing anything. And while I don't have to get up and do makeup, I'm not going to. So let me jump into what I've got to show you. I decided to use some of the ice baby cakes lollipop or baby lollipop cakes. This is I imagine it's blue, aqua, navy or something like that. And I did the modern granny rectangle like I did for Tobin's blanket that I finished a couple of weeks ago. This used the full 3 cakes, and I think it's 24 by 33 or something, 33 inches. So it's not a huge blanket. I've edged it in Signet Chunky in graphite, which I'll show you in a bit because I'm using that for another blanket. But I wanted to get the cakes. I've used 1 pack of the cakes. You get 3 in a pack, and I used 1 pack for a blanket for my friend. He had a baby, maybe May, something like that. And it didn't make a huge granny. I just did a granny square with it. So I thought, oh, I'll try a granny rectangle. So it's not huge, but this is all 3 cakes. So post is coming. 1 second. Yes, sorry, I'm back. Just had to take a parcel in from Posty. Where was I? Yeah, so I don't think you could make anything big with just 1 pack of the cakes lollipop. You don't get enough yardage, meterage with it. It is, I think it's a worsted, definitely. It reminds me of sort of Red Hot Super Saver size wise. It's not a DK, and the border's chunky and it doesn't look too out of place on it. I used a hook. What hook did I use? 5mm maybe, I think. I should know that. If I'm glaring, I do apologise. I sat near the window and I did a test and it didn't look too bad, but now the sun's come out, so it's scuppering my plans. So yes, I've been finishing off some projects that have been sort of lingering and I've not wanted to do, but as I've run out of stuffing, I can't get distracted and make toys. Because I've started, but I'm in the sun, I have to sit back, sorry. Let's bring you a bit closer to me and then I can sit back a little bit. Sorry. Better? A little bit better. My spirit level on my camera says you're not quite level, but casual sunshine. Sorry, I was nosing at a jogger going past. Have you missed me? Scatterbrain. Yeah, I started making the elephant from Old Soul Crochet Co. Valerie. That was gifted to me by Mary Beth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I've made the body and, well, the head and the body because it's all one piece, and promptly ran out of stuffing. So that's had to go on a timeout until I get some more stuffing. So I've been forced to sort of not do toys because I've got a toy, the Mr. Blue that I started. His body's ready to be stuffed. No stuffing. So it's made me do other things. So if you remember a while ago, my friend gave me a load of granny squares that her aunt had made, but then her aunt passed away and they found them all when they were clearing the house out, because I think the aunt passed away and then a couple of months later the uncle passed away, so they were left clearing out the house. So they brought me a load of wool and a load of granny squares. Now these were all joined. Everything was edged in this brown, and these, I think it's 20 of these, 24 maybe, were all joined. So, and then there was a lot of other ones that were edged but not joined. So I decided to, she said I could do what I wanted with them. But I said, well, I'll put them together and give them back to you, you know, finish it off. And then you've got, you know, you've got your sort of memory blanket or however you want to view it, you know, and then you can do what you want with it. It's not, you know, felt a bit bad doing, you know, just, oh yeah, I'll take it. I think it'd be nice for them to have it back. So I decided to make 2 blankets, and I completely re-edged the other one, so I'll show you that in a minute. But no brown came with the squares, or with the wool. So what I've ended up doing, because this was all edged in brown, and I had no brown even remotely similar, I've edged it in the cream Cone of Mystery, just giving it a full cream border. So I did a row of grannies, oops, yeah, a granny row, and then I've gone back and done a single crochet edge as well. So this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can't pick it up. So this is 6 by 4, so it's a nice rectangle one, and I didn't really have to do anything to this other than the border, so I did that the other day. I hear movement upstairs. So that can be for either one of the kids or for Emma herself, or just around the house. It doesn't really matter what, you know, what they do. So then this is the one I've edged. I've edged all the squares in green. I think this is pretty sure this is a New Fashion DK. I had to make a couple of squares to get it up to, what have I done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've done a 5 by 5. So I think I had 22 or 23 squares. So I've made a couple more. I don't even know if I can remember which ones are mine. That might be mine. And I think that one. Can't even remember. I suppose it's good when you can't tell what was original and what wasn't. I had none of this orange. It's quite bright. Like that one, bright orange. So yeah, I just sort of finished it off and give it each square a border, and then again 1 row of granny square all the way around, and then a single crochet edging. So I think it'll be quite nice. They're not the same size, they're not the same colour. This was slip stitched together rather than sewn or crochet together. And I ran these both through the washing machine yesterday and hung them out on the line, so they smell nice, they're ready to go. So that's a couple of things off my list, or out of my cupboard pile to be done. So nice stack of blankets there, because I seem to do nothing but make blankets at the minute. Only because I've run out of stuffing. So yesterday with the boys, because I've been off with them all week, we've not really done a lot of out and about stuff. We've done, you know, a couple of days to walk around the park, excuse me, and some crafty stuff and some baking. But yesterday I thought I'll let them go and run riot, so I took them to a kids' play area. And I went with 2 squares and came back with 10. Because when I pulled the grey for the edge of this blanket, I remembered that I'd bought some Signet Chunky to make a blanket with. I thought, you should probably do that. Now these may end up on eBay, or I might put them on Facebook and see if anyone wants them, but rather than just waiting for... I have a lot of yarn. At the minute, I just think, well, you should probably be doing something with it. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I'm just going to pull funny faces at you for a while. Ugh. So yes, I feel the need to use some of the wool. Are you covered up? Cover yourself up. Oh my word. It's a kid. Yes, I just accumulate wool and don't really do a great deal with it. So I'm planning on doing stuff with it, and whether it finds a home within my family.
Hello. Hey guys.
Alright. Which is why I use the mob.
How come you're answering and not them?
Because they can't answer.
I was answering. I was just saying that to them.
What? Saying what to them?
Hey guys.
Okay, want to say hello to you?
Yes, you can.
Said it, which is why I used the marble chunky for Jack for his blanket rather than buying more. Or sorry, did I just stab you with my nail?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, so I'm just trying to be a bit less precious about yarn I've got and just use it because, you know, why not? And it will either strike a chord with someone that I know, someone that sees it on Facebook will go, oh, that's really nice, I'd like it for blah blah blah, or I'll put it on eBay, or I don't know, but just do something with it, you know, rather than just it being there taking up space and getting me told off. No, it's for Chris and Annie, go put it back. Don't nosy child. So yes, on that note, this is what I started. I'm now working on. I took with me to a place called Cyril's Nut Hut, which I got in trouble because I called it Cyril's Nut something else, and the kids heard me. What did you just say? Nothing. So yeah, I am joining as I go. Just a normal. I think I double checked and I watched Claire Bob Wilson 123, and you just basically slip stitch in your corner. You substitute one of your chains for a slip stitch, and then you slip stitch in between each sort of cluster as you're doing them, and just join as you go. Because crocheting, either slip stitch or slip stitch like this as you're going, or slip stitch them together when they're done, like I did on the green blanket, is significantly stronger than stitching a blanket together, I found. I nipped in to see my sister yesterday and I made her a mini sort of ugly pretty blanket, and I said, have you got a thread on that? She says, yeah, I've got. I don't know how, the centre of one of the grannies has been pulled, but the outer, like the border granny stitch is still there, but the inner's been pulled, so I think that's been caught or catified, I don't know. So I'd got my needle, my bag with me with my needles in it, so I sorted that, I sort of sewed it up as best I could, but some of the joins are coming apart, so I said, do you want me to take it home and fix it? No, it's my blanket. I was like, so I tied off the hole, tied off where it's come apart. I mean, obviously I'm mortified, but I think it was sewn well enough at the time, but washing and being put on people and stretched as this, as they move and stuff, just puts so much pressure on it and so much sort of tension on the stitches that it's some of it's pulled, and where it's been knotted and threaded in, it's come apart. So I'm gutted. There's only one that sort of come apart more than a stitch or two. But I said, give it me, I'll take it home and fix it. She said, no, it's mine. I was like, right, so I'll bring the yarn, the Cone of Mystery, because that's what it was all joined with. I'll bring that next time. But what I really want to do is bring it home, pull the borders off and do it like this, but she won't let me have it. Anyway, have you missed me loads? So this is using Signet Chunky in, this is Thistle, shade 665. Lilac, soft lilac, sorry, 893. Pink, shade 813. And graphite, 967. So I have 2 of each. Possibly going to run out of the grey, but I'm just going to go until I run out and see how we are. I'm not going to preemptively buy more grey because I don't need more yarn at the minute. I'm kind of with Ruthie. Hi Ruthie. I was supposed to be on a semi-yarn ban anyway, and then I saw that Lolly's little wool shack, which I'll link below because, I'll just enable you all to go by and make me feel better. She got some chenille yarn, and it's sort of equivalent to the burnout blanket yarn that you use for the elephant that I want to make, but the burnout blanket's like, is it £12 or something for a ball over here. I'm a bit worried about working with fleece, and I'm not entirely sure I'm going to do a very good job, so to spend £12 on the yarn and then fluff it would be very annoying. So I ordered 4 100-gram balls of the chenille, and I think for 4 balls it worked out at £6. I don't think I'm going to need all 4 balls, but if it means I can make a second one, then that's fine. The plan is that's for my niece, either for her birthday, which is November, or Christmas. And then I showed you, I did a mini yarn haul, but I think I was quite rushed. I think Paul appeared. I think that was the day, I can't remember. But I bought 7 balls of I think it was a DK, or was it an Aran? I don't think it's Aran anyway. Called Night Sky from Lollies. If they've still got it, I'll link it. But it was reduced, so they may be clearing it out. And I'm doing a modern granny rectangle for my granddad, either again for his birthday, which is November, or Christmas. So we'll see. So yeah, I'm plodding on with that, but it's not really colour changes. It's more sort of black with flecks in it. So it's not as let's get to the next colour change as say.
Hey guys.
Hey,
That's
say.
coming down now.
All right. Well, I'll finish up now. Yeah, it's not as let's get to the next colour change. Spurring me on as much as Tobin's was. Tobin's by far has been my favourite blanket to make in a long time. I enjoyed it. I flew through it. I love it. I love it. Like looking at it now, I'm like, I wish that was my blanket. So yeah, look. I'm like, let's buy more cakes. No. So it's going to be a concerted effort to get through what I've got. September, I don't see the need to buy any yarn, but then again, you never see the need, do you? It's always the want. I'm going to buy stuffing because I need stuffing. I'm still on the fence as to whether to do Christmas fair or not. I always meet resistance from Paul with doing a lot of handmade presents. He doesn't view it the same way I do, let's say. So I don't want to sort of say I'm not doing the fair because I want to make a load of presents, and then him tell me he doesn't want me to do presents, and then sort of have enough time to do the fair, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. Anyway, the pink purple blanket, I am using my hooks, 6mm. Focus then. Yeah, my lovely 6mm hook that got sent to me. Thank you for looking after me so much. Yeah, so I'm going to go. I'll be back, I'm sure. I bought a diamond painting kit, so I'll get the kids to show you because they love it. They're really into it, so I'll perhaps get them to just show you it later on, and then we'll call that a day for day one.
Do the video one more.
No, show them later, Jack, not now.
Yeah, you know what?
Later, when you've got some clothes on.
You know what you're going to show you?
So, yeah, just said.
Diamond paintings.
Yeah, he really likes it.
It's amazing!
So I'll be buying some more kits, so that might be through September. But yes, my plan for September is just buy stuffing. That's it. Let's see how well we do with that. But we've got somebody. Don't do that. You've got no pants on. Dear me. Anyway, I'm going to go before Flasher here exposes himself or something. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. Bye. Hello. It is getting on for 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The boys are running around. We went to the tip this morning, or the recycle centre. So we took an old telly that was broken, or I think it started flickering, so we bought Tobin a new one because it was old and it was on its way out. So that had been sat in the garage. So we took that, and we took our old Hoover, and went up in the loft, and we got rid of some DVD players and an old television UV box, and some old PC speakers that Paul's had for years and kept hold of just in case, and he's finally given up the pretense that we'll need them because we won't. What else? Some old phones, some old house landline phones. else was there? Oh, some old surround sound speakers that were pants at the time, so definitely pants now. Yeah, so we took all that on the baby seats, the car seats, took them up there, because you can't, it's a shame because they're expensive when you buy them, but you can't really sell them on because you can't prove that they've not been in an accident, sort of thing, so people don't want to buy them second hand. So we put them up there at the recycle centre. I don't know if anything's salvaged from it or what, but you know, baby seats we don't need anymore, baby car seats and stuff like that. We have of course offered stuff to family before we got rid of it. But yes, that's that. And we came home and had some lunch, and then we had to nip back into town because, excuse me, I've tried some 9 to 10 trousers on Tobin in the shop a few weeks ago, school trousers, and they buried him. They're absolutely massive. So I said, oh, you'd have to carry on with the trousers you've got, thinking the trousers he'd got were 8 to 9s. They weren't, he was wearing 7 to 8s, which you can still just about get away with, but he sits down and they rise up and they're no good. So we had some 8 to 9s that had been passed to us from friends, but he flat out refuses to wear them. We got in an argument about it, but because they're not skinny leg, and he wants skinny leg. So that opened up a whole can of worms because he doesn't like wearing hand-me-downs, which I suppose I can understand in one way, but I was trying to say to him, well, the money we save, or the money we're going to have to spend on buying you can have brand new clothes all the time if you want, but that takes away from the money we spend on other stuff, like taking you out for the day and buying computer games and things like that. I just don't like, and we're going to make a sweeping generalisation, I don't like this generation's like, well, throw it away and we'll get a new one sort of attitude. There's absolutely nothing wrong with those trousers, because my friends wouldn't have given them to me if there's anything wrong with them. There's no scuffs on their knees, there's no, nothing's worn through, because other people's kids grow faster than mine, so they're very rarely in, they're not in them for long. It's like some people get away with having school shoes that aren't, kids grow out of them and they're good enough to wear still, whereas mine wear them for so long because the feet don't grow. They've had it by the time they've grown out of them. But anyway, I digress. So I am trying to instill in them not a make, do and mend attitude, but if they're, don't be wasteful. These trousers fit. So they've gone to the charity shop, the ones he refuses to wear. I wasn't very pleased about that. But it doesn't help that I'm the oldest of my sisters, so apparently I don't understand what it's like to have hand-me-down stuff. I had hand-me-down stuff from other people because I'm small, so I get stuff from my friends' parents. But like I say, if he wants to have brand new clothes or, all the time, other areas will have to suffer, so he will have to deal with that, won't he? Anyway, sorry about that. I've got a really bad, pounding headache. That's a good start to the vlogs, isn't it? I've got a headache, moan. Anyway, so as we were in Long Eaton, because we had to go and buy plimsolls and new trousers for Tobin, I went into the little sells everything shop called Rowell's in Long Eaton and picked up a bag of, it's just 250 grams of stuffing, until I can put in my order for, I usually order about 2 kilos and it used to be about £5, and it has jumped quite considerably since I put my first order in, probably 3 or 4 years ago, but it's pretty much doubled in price. So I think I was looking the other day and it's about £11 for 2 kilos. I don't have to order 2 kilos, I just tend to, because, a kilo is more than half of the price, so, but anyway, we'll see when I get there and when I order it. But I've got some now, so I can at least do Mr. Blue out of the Amigurumi Monsters book. The head and the body of the elephant are stuffed, and then I need the fleece for the arms, legs and end of the trunk. So I don't think I can actually do any more on that until I get the fleece, which I have to buy, so that will have to wait as well. Yes, I was going to show you my diamond painting, or our diamond painting. So it's, I think I bought it through Amazon, but it was from overseas, from China. So we've started doing sort of the sides and up here. So, excuse me, just get the glare in it. So it's a lovely, pretty, bright coloured kitty cat, which we're happy about. There's not tons of colours. 21 colours. So yeah, the kids seem to enjoy it. We want another like dauber pen thing because we've only got the one that came with the kit, and Tobin used tweezers the other day, which worked fine, and I've been using the tweezers to place them. But we looked at buying the pens, and because they wanted it sort of now, getting it on Amazon Prime, buying a pack of the pens and, you know, the tray and stuff, it was £5, whereas you could spend £7 and get a whole other kit. So, but we didn't end up ordering anything anyway. It was a good job because my phone case broke, so I had to order a new one of them. So I've got, I ordered that. It came today. So it's quite cool. It's just a transparent case, and I had sort of a hard shell plastic transparent case on it before, because this is really shiny. And if it gets scratched, you'll know about it. So it's beautiful. I love it. It's an Honor 9, and Honor is the sister company to Huawei, which I believe aren't allowed to be sold in the States because they're a big Chinese company. I won't say any more about that, hey. But yeah, I saw that case on Amazon and it was quite highly rated. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go and it'll look nice on the blue. And I was quite pleased with it when it came. So it covers a bit more than the bottom of my old case was open. It just sort of came to here. And this lip goes up a little bit past the edge of the phone, because I've dropped this phone a few times. I dropped it on the top as well where it wasn't covered, so I've got a dink in the corner. But it's pretty and it looks lovely with the blue. So I was quite pleased with that. It was £5.90, I think. It's a little bit more rubberised than the other one, but it does the trick because I'm clumsy and I dropped my phone, which is not good. So yes, the kids were going to come and show you the diamond painting, but they've decided to go and play a game, so I am not getting in the middle of that. I'll let them do that. So I'll probably wrap this up because I waffled for quite a bit this morning, and it's 9 minutes I've waffled on now. So I'm going to get myself a drink of squash and get this on the computer, and that will be day one done for the vlogging. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I think it's just standard shopping and stuff. I'm not at work Monday and Tuesday because I've got the kids until they go back to school. Yeah, got no swimming lessons Wednesday because the leisure centre's shut, which is, we're all happy about not having to go to swimming lessons. However, it's shut Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm back at work Wednesday, which means I could have gone to the gym, but the whole thing's closed. Apparently it's for an intensive deep clean. Hopefully they fix the aircon. Do you remember me saying in July when I was vlogging the aircon was broken? Yeah, the aircon's still broken. It's good it's not been like a really hot July and August, isn't it? It's very sweaty in that cardio room. I'm still on the trumpy chair. Anyway, I am going to go take some more painkillers and chill out now. Don't think we've got anything else to do. We feel good because we've got rid of some stuff. Finally cleared some stuff out of the loft. Got some more stuff to clear, but we're just gonna, every time we've got a free weekend, we'll nip to the tib. So we could do a couple of runs, but it's not far to go. It's Ilkeston, which is probably, I think it says it's only about 6 miles away, but it's just a bit of a pain in the bum to get to. Windy roads and yeah. So I will go and get this sorted, and then I will catch up with you again tomorrow. Bye everyone.